Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Beck. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Aggies will try to punch it in on first and goal. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Solution there, the kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Time to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Forced out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Owens. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Scrambling away. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, get
wide open spaces. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands, it's Craven.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Beck. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Carney. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Carney. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Off play action. He's going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
It's a seam wide open. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. On a sweet spin, and he's free. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man.
Viewers on streamboot.net remove the space at GE.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Rushes on him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking to throw. It's caught. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
To throw, it's Beck. On the move to his left. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a tremendous job by the defense. They've got the opponent backed up, and they're just praying they try to throw the football, hoping they can jump it for a pick, David, and that's exactly what happened.
They do, and they create serious momentum. When you got them backed up, you can kind of be aggressive and use the end zone as an extra defender because you know they don't want to be there. Big mistake by this offense.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Miami, 30. Texas A&M, 14.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's back. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on fourth and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Lyle. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest play.